Hello and welcome to the Babbles Travelling Yarns podcast with me, Grace, otherwise known as Vanawillemiel on Instagram or Babbles Yarns. I'd like to make a huge welcome to all the new viewers. I have almost got about 500 to 700 new subscribers. That's madness. Totally blame Edinburgh Yarn Festival. It's amazing. So thank you so much for subscribing if you liked what you saw with the vlogs. If you want to know more about Edinburgh, about visiting Edinburgh, about the festival itself, I do advise you to go back and have a look at my vlogs. I have about 6. I have 6 vlogs, and then there is one extra from my boyfriend James, who is a committed partner of a knitter, who is a non-knitter. So yes, he has a little series called Living with a Knitter, and some people quite like it. It has caused me quite a lot of stress. Not really. I'll talk about it later when I get on to my Epic Along project. Anyway, I just wanted to welcome you all to this little channel. It is a small little tidy podcast. I am based out of Limerick in Ireland, and I have travelled around the world. I love travelling, and I love knitting, and I love spinning, and I love weaving, and I love talking, and I love cats, and what else? Crochet. I don't do that much crochet, but I have done a tiny bit of crochet this past week, and I'm going to talk about that a bit. So, and I started sewing, but you know, it's a nice one. So, so welcome to all the new viewers. If you do like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and give me a little thumbs up. It helps the podcast grow, and it helps come up in recommended stories for people who also like what you like. So, you know, it's nice to share the loves. And to all of my dedicated hardcore followers, you know I love you. You know I do. Thank you so much to everyone who's been commenting under the Edinburgh Yarn Fest, the vlogs, under the videos there, saying that the vlogs helped you kind of get over your FOMO because you felt like you were there. That's what I was aiming for. I'm really glad that you felt like that. I did wish, I mean, I can't film everything because I wanted to be in the moment and have chats with people, but I did wish that I got more podcaster interviews. So next year. That's my aim. A lot of the vendors this year were quite, they were actually the same vendors as last year, but there were quite a few new ones too. So that was really good. I was able to get a few things that I missed last year, but hopefully next year we'll have lots of different things happening up there in Edinburgh. I'm going next year. I've already almost booked it off in my brain already, so that's always good. So today I'm going to be talking about the people I met and I talked to at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and also the projects that I was knitting in Edinburgh, as well as my 2 cals that I have going. I have the Paddys Day cal, which is knit anything green, or knit with any green yarn, or knit with any yarn that is dyed by an Irish dyer. Any Irish yarn. It doesn't have to be green if it's Irish, because it already counts. So that is the excuse me, that is the cal that's going on. It's an Instagram only cal. All you've got to do is hashtag Paddys Day cal, and it's running for the entire month of March. And I have a beautiful prize over here. Beautiful prize of self-striping strand designs, a sock set, and it's called Patrick's Day. It's self-striping. I love it. So it's probably going to come up in 3 stripes. So that'd be really cute to have for next year to cast on. So that's a really cute prize. I'm going to throw in a couple of things as well. Small little bits and bobs. I am going to talk about what I am wearing actually. This was my Edinburgh Yarn Festival jumper. I'll just put that down. I'll talk about that in a minute. This is my Edinburgh Yarn Festival sweater. And it looks really good at this angle. I was wearing a swimming togs underneath my clothes all day yesterday, and you know, it just does not give me any shape. So yeah, this is my Pets and Paddy's Day, my Paddy's Day cowl and my Edinburgh Yarn Festival sweater. It is made out of Phileas Yarns. It was the tamegrout colour, except it was the wrong colour, so it was like an off colour. It was like a discounted set of skeins. I made this, which is the Vianne sweater by Andi Satturland. I made this in 4 skeins of 100 gram DK weight yarn. This part of the pattern is my own made up section. I did a little bit of short row shaping here because the sweater came down a bit past my natural waist, so I needed a little bit more space to allow for a stomach, which is what humans have. I don't know if you're aware, but humans have stomachs. So a little bit of tummy to allow all of the gut to exist. It is part of the human anatomy. So I included a little bit of short row shaping there just to allow for that, and it also gives a really cute little hourglass shape. So this sweater is actually supposed to stop around at your natural waist. That's where the ribbing is supposed to stop, so it's supposed to stop around there, but that doesn't quite suit me, so I made it a little bit longer to run just a little bit past my waist, and so it flares out a little bit just to give myself a little bit of shape. Now, so yeah, it's a beautiful sweater. I had loads of people commenting on it, and I want to say thank you to everyone that came up to me and said hello. And if you didn't and you're too shy, don't be ridiculous. Although I am a hugger, and I did warn in the pre-EYF chat that I am a hugger. So if you're not a hugger and you didn't want to be hugged, that's totally fair enough. I get it. Just want to say I love you anyway. Yeah, so I wore this on the first day, which is the Friday, and then on the second day I wore my hand woven piece, which was really nice. Yeah, so the projects I was knitting when I was there, I decided to cast on 2 new things because traveling, you know, I only brought 2 projects. I only brought the stuff for 2 projects. Oh, can I just talk about my cup from Remembrance's Pottery that I got? We did a swap, her and I. It was a special swap. She doesn't normally ship outside of Canada because of expense and also the risk of breakage. Talking about breakage, there was an incident where the handle broke off in 2 places, but I instant messaged Natalie and she told me exactly what to get, and I fixed it. I got the 2-part epoxy glue, and you can kind of see it because I didn't do it perfectly, and you know, I did it like with 1 glove. I should have done it with 2 gloves so I could like wipe off the excess, but it's not machine washable now, which I'm totally fine with. I mean, I will not let anyone touch this now. Anyone. I said, James, if it is lying in the middle of the floor, you are not to touch it. You are to call me and I will pick it up, okay? So I'm just having some coffee with some oat milk, some Oatly Barista Blend oat milk, and it is delicious. I can't stop drinking it. With a little bit of maple syrup in it, just for Canada. Canada! Now, what was I talking about? Oh yes, so I decided to cast on 2 new projects because Edinburgh Yarn Festival. So on the vlogs, if you've watched them, you have seen the start of these special things. They're in a very special bag, which I bought at Edinburgh Yarn Festival from the Knitting Goddess. This is for work. I'm going to bring these into work. It says, you don't have time to knit. I don't have time to listen to nonsense. I mean, is there a more perfect clap bag? I don't know. So I've got my little tag from Knitting I Love in there, a little sock, so I know what's in here, which is great because I have about 50 billion bags now and I don't know what's in any of them. But I have these tags, which are great, and I bought a whole set. So I have a hat, I have mittens, and I have a shawl and a sweater. And what it means as well is I'm kind of limiting myself to what I can cast on, which is good, right? Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. So I am knitting. I love these bags actually as well because it says your bag was made in India in a fair trade factory. Your bag was then screen printed in Harrogate with eco-friendly water-based ink. The print was heat set to ensure it keeps its good looks over time. The wooden tag is made from beech plywood, which meets Forest Stewardship Council certification standards. Spot cleaner, hand wash your bag with warm water and mild detergent out to dry naturally. That is an amazing amount of information for where all the bits came from. When you think about what goes into making something like this, you kind of don't really realize that everything had to come from somewhere, and everything often does come from all over the world. So it's really nice when companies say that and they say where they got everything. I think that's really good, and quite difficult sometimes because, you know, a business is a business and you're trying to, you know, get the best product, but also try to make some return on that product, don't you want to? Anyway, figuring all that out, getting there. So I am knitting my Yarn Over New York socks, which I picked up on the way to Edinburgh Yarn Festival 2017. Last year I went through New York, I went through Knitty City, and I got the March Holiday merino nylon twin gradients. I love these! So these are my twin gradients. This yarn is so soft, it's so beautiful. Just can't get over how beautiful it is. And I haven't really touched these ever since I came back. I've been doing some other stuff, which I'll talk a little bit about later in the game. Now, oh gosh. So I'm doing these 2 at a time on 2.5 higher sharps. They are 60 stitch socks, and you can see the way I cast on if you go back to vlog number 1, which was arriving in Scotland. And I'll show you my new little cast on technique to allow for the stretchiest, so stretchy, which is really cool. So this is just a plain vanilla sock. They are such a pretty color, and you can see it's starting to gradient down. Now what I want to do is make sure that I try to get down to this dark green. So I'm gonna do the leg a little longer, I think. I'm scared to run out, but I never do run out. I always have loads left over, so I'm gonna do a longer leg and see how I go from there. I want to do Mina from the Knitting Expat. I want to do her mini heel flap adjustment, and I want to do her garter heel, because it looks so squishy and lovely, and this yarn is so squishy and lovely. So they're in, I think that heel is in most of her patterns from her sock clubs, which I've got a few of. Thank you, Mina. Yeah, speaking of Mina, I have got a giveaway winner. I totally almost forgot about it, but I just pulled it just before I started this. So for the mix and match cardi, I am doing a giveaway for the pattern. Mina has allowed me to do that. Thank you very much, Mina. And it is, the winner was V Shaw 7, who's Vicky, and she's in Canada. And for that giveaway, I asked, what's the most exciting thing the thing that you're looking forward to most in the next change of seasons? And she is looking forward to the snow clearing off and being able to knit on the deck again. I hope that's happening slowly for you. It might be another couple of months, but congratulations, Vicky. I'm really glad that you won that prize. We also have another prize from Mina, her lovely changes shawl, which is a super duper colourful, like almost, I think she's got this whole rainbow thing going on. It's beautiful. I've got a lot of rainbow in my life right now. I want to knit everything rainbow. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to put up a thread in my Ravelry group, which you can find by going down into the show notes and having a little look there. And there'll be a link to my Ravelry group, and there'll be a direct link to my to the giveaway. I have another little giveaway. Let's just do a quick giveaway section here because so many people have been on to me. Thank you so much to everybody. I'll just put in 2 this week, just because think it gets a little overwhelming. But so if you would like to win the pattern by Ellie from Skein Knits, her beautiful new jumper, a sweater pattern, a Norwegian inspired yoke design. It's called the Bløfjell. I was practicing that a while ago and I've kind of forgotten. It's the that's close, right? It's the Bløfjell sweater by Ellie from Skein Knits, and it's gorgeous, and you should pop over to my Ravelry group for that link as well, and all of those links will be directly below this video in the YouTubes. Deals? Okay, so that is this pair of socks and 2 giveaways and a winner. That was quite a lot, really. Anyway, so this is really sweet. I'm going to be popping this into my work bag. And that's exciting. I'm going to be bringing that to work. Speaking about work bags, does anyone else have problems finding the perfect bag for things? So I have. I tend to bring a lot of things to work. I bring my uniform, I bring my work shoes, I bring my lunch, and I bring my knitting. And I bring emergency things like toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, you know, kind of toiletries and things like that, because sometimes I do night shifts and I like to have it all in my work bag so I don't have to be like thinking, oh, I gotta pack that. You know, I can just grab my bag and go. So I need kind of a big bag, but I also don't want stuff that's on one shoulder because I sometimes have a bad shoulder and a bad back from just existing. So yeah, so I've been looking for a nice backpack for quite a long time. I found it at Edinburgh. I found the Pleistre bag, the Pleistre backpack. Now, this is it's the Pleistre project bag. The website is www.pleistre.no for Norway. It's a Norwegian company. It's called the Project Bag Knitters Collection. So it's a bag with 2 handles on top and 2 backpack straps. It's got a zip on top, and actually it's got these wide pits in the middle so I can just dip in my hand. Hopefully robbers won't either, but you know. I've got some things. I've got a charger in there already, my work keys and my bag. I've got my knitting gloves in here. So the project bag has, oh my god, it has so many things. So it has a, let's just tilt this down so you can see. So it has a big wide pocket down here for pattern pieces or splitting the bag in half. Actually, it almost, oh, I have money in there. Great. Then I'll just turn the bag around so you can see the other side. So then it has this little part which has little eyelets here, so if you're doing colour work you could pop a few things. You could pop your yarn in here and pull out the yarn in there. How great is that? Then it's got 3 other little pockets here for pens or whatever you fancy yourself, and as well as that huge bag, you get another bag inside. You get a project bag. And inside the project bag is another thing that I'm doing. But you get, let me just take that out actually so that I can show you guys what's in here. So inside this project bag, it's split in half as well. And you have these holes so you can do some colour work as well. You can bring it through. And then on this side, you have space. I have got another pair of needles in there for when I change size. I've got the labels for what I'm doing in there. And I've got 2 other little bits. I mean, it's just amazing. This thing is so wonderful. So, yeah. So let me show you what I'm doing with this. I've got a little bit of lavender in there that my friend Terry made me from Cottage Number 9, bag maker extraordinaire. So So at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, I just knew that I would be meeting Ninja Chickens. Maria from the Ninja Chickens podcast. We actually went up Arthur's Seat, myself, Hey Brownberry, who's Mars from the Hey Brownberry podcast, Ninja Chickens. I went up with Bernie from Bear and Sheep's Clothing, the Fox and the Sheep podcast, and her mom Garden Woman. I don't know their actual names because I've been like tagging everyone, but it was so lovely to meet them. And who else? Matheminator, May from Singapore. And it was absolutely great. It was so lovely. But so I knew that I was meeting Maria, and we were organising this walk. And she sent me these two beautiful sock blanks. Guys, this is so beautiful. 2 beautiful sock blanks. And I decided, yep, Edinburgh, I need to start these, because I feel like if I didn't have a start date for these, I would never do them, you know, because they're so beautiful. And who knows when I'm going to see Maria again. So I cast on those socks on the plane over when we were settled in the lovely, lovely, lovely little Airbnb that we stayed in. James went for a sleep because he was driving since like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just knitting, so I wasn't really tired. So we had a little rest, and I cast this on. This is the Ada pattern by LB Handknits. It is a beautiful scoop neck top, a light layer for kind of spring summer. So I'll just see if I can show you. This is the top. And I just love this neckline. Sorry, excuse me. So I bought this when I was at the Knitting and Stitching Show up in Dublin. I met the lovely LB Handknits. Oh God, I can't remember the name. Damn it. I can't remember people's actual names. That's my thing. Yay, I have a thing. But yeah, she is a fantastic designer, and I'm in love. I'm in love with this particular pattern. I saw it and I had to have it. I just bought it straight off the thing. Isn't it quite nice to have real patterns? I mean, it is getting all scrunched and crunched. That's the only thing. But hey ho, SpaghettiOs. So I'm doing something called contiguous sleeves, and I've never done it before. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm increasing every round, and I'm knitting back and forth at this to start. And then I suppose I join later on when it comes down far enough. Yeah. So I am knitting 2 sock blanks at a time. So I'm knitting from this sock blank, and then so I'm going back and forth. So it's kind of every 2 rows. So yeah. So I'm going through this leaf at the moment, so it's pulling off this beautiful brown strand, and there's this lovely yellow over here, which is working through, and then this, it's fairly white at the moment, but I'm coming into this really nice blue purpley logwood, so that's lovely, so lush. Middle of the row, saws guys, saws. Awkward. But I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm getting these super beautiful subtle stripes with these. Subtle, Maria, subtle stripes. She thought I'd said something different. So this is what I'm getting. Now the yarn is squiggly, of course, because it's already pre-knitted into a sock blank, but this will block out once I block it at the end. So I'm doing these contiguous sleeves, which means that like when the sleeve is on my shoulder, it's gonna basically just like drop straight down, I think. Yeah, I think so. I think this is literally like, this is the ridge of my shoulder here, and it's dropping straight down either side. I'm kind of, I think so. I think that's what it's doing. Anyway, I'm looking at the colors and how pretty it is. They're just so beautiful. And I know some people find it really difficult to kind of separate the idea of the sock blank and the knitted thing. You know, you're kind of destroying it. I know when I took it out at knit night, they were like, how could you take this apart? It's so beautiful. And I was like, well, what am I going to do with this? I mean, yes, I could make a cowl or something, but I don't want to make a cowl. I want to wear it. I want to wear it as a clothes. I want to remember the story of Maria making this for me. You know, not for me, but this is the one that I ended up with. Look at this beautiful madder coated leaf. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, and I want to transform it through my hands to make something that will fit me. Yeah, so it's all about the story. So yeah, and also she gave me a beautiful pin with some gorgeous cards which were hand botanically printed as well. So I have those, you know, I have those to remind me of. And also I know what leaves look like. You know, yes, it's beautiful, but I know what they look like. I don't need a reminder. Hopefully the world doesn't get that bad that we need reminders of what leaves look like. It's stunning, it's beautiful, and it's going to be transformed through my fingers into something that I can wear, and something really subtle and wearable and beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Yeah. I just don't know if I want to carry on the double stripe. Once I get into the round, I might try and do every second stripe. I also seriously want to do something with jogless join. If anyone saw the vlog in the big knit night, there was a girl there demonstrating a jogless join. It's just, you know, in the knit, and I whipped out the camera. I was like, I have to record this. I don't understand how it works, but it's amazing. I mean, I think I do understand, but I kind of don't. But I think I do, but I kind of don't. I don't know how you start it. Anyway, so yeah, I might end up doing something like that. It's not very obvious anyway. These are so subtle and variegated, and they're a similar base, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah. So that is my sweater that I've got on the needles. I've only got the one sweater. I want to cast on every other sweater. I'm having serious cast on needs right now. Maybe because I bought a million sweater things, or maybe because I've just got them all out now because I did my stash assessment, so I've reassigned everything, and I'm just looking behind you there at my wall of yarn, and I'll show you because now I've said it, I can't not show you. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sweater quantities up there. 7. Oh jeez, stop looking at it. So pretty though. So yeah, that's what I have got in here. So they are the 2 projects that I have been knitting on, that I was knitting on at Edinburgh Yarn Festival. Sorry, just trying to put that away. I want to talk a bit about some crochet that I've been doing, and I don't actually have them with me because I gave them to my brother. So I was knitting, this is an attempt at one. So I was knitting some face rounds, some cotton rounds. One Christmas, I think it's 2 Christmases ago, I crocheted some puffy cotton rounds to remove makeup, and I gave them as a present to my brother's girlfriend Vicky, and Shane came home to surprise my mummy. Shane and Siobhan, my sister came home from Auckland, and my brother came home from Perth in Australia to surprise my mummy for my aunt's wedding. And so actually Vicky put in a request to get a few more of the cotton rounds because she's been using them every day. So she needs a few more because they're getting a bit ratty. But the thing is that they're so quick to make. They're so quick to make. I'll put up a picture here so you can see what they look like. So they're about this big. You start off with 8 chain I did a magic loop, magic circle or something, and I did 8 little sections, and then you just do a puff stitch into each chain with one chain stitch in between. And then yeah, you kind of just do 2 rounds of that and you're done. It takes about less than an hour. I was in a car for like 10 minutes and I did like half of one, you know. It really doesn't take very long. So I'm using this beautiful crochet hook by Strand Designs, Karina Conran. She's on Etsy. And yeah, so I wanted to talk a bit about it because I was really into zero waste a while ago, and I actually started making these for presents. I made lots of tip face cloths and things like that out of cotton, so people like wouldn't have to use different things, but especially the face rounds, because you know you don't have to use face wipes. You can just throw these in the wash. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more. So you can just throw these in the wash. This is some organic cotton that I got from Söstra Grain, which is a kind of high street shop. Söstra Grain, 100% organic cotton. Anna and Clara, and I think it just means the sisters green. Yeah, this is just 50 grams, and I've already knit about 6. I've already crocheted about 6 of these out of one ball. They take no time at all, literally no time at all. So I've just done a magic circle there, and yeah, so I handed them to Shane anyway, and he's on his way back to Australia today. Sad face. But my sister's still here. My sister came over and she helped me doing some dyeing yesterday. She was packing up orders and everything. I was like, oh, Siobhan, why aren't you here? So I'm just going to demonstrate the puff stitch really quick. I hope you can see this. But I've just done 3 chain stitches up because it's quite a tall one. So I just loop around, loop back into that join. You bring it up. I hold it there. Loop around, hold that one, go back in, same hole, pull up, grab the yarn over, whatever that's called, go through again, up, and you just do the same thing all the way through the same hole. So you've got loads of these on the needles, on the hook. I can't remember where I got this pattern. I think I got it off Pinterest, but it's so simple. So I don't even know how many I do. I probably do about 10, maybe 10 pull throughs. And then, oh sorry, I didn't show you what I was doing there. So, and then you grab it, pull through all of them, and then just do a locking chain stitch there. And then you do 1, and then you go again into the next one. Pull up, loop, go through, pull up, loop, hold, go through, pull up, loop, hold. Yeah, so it's super quick. And now I can't stop. Ooh, no! What have I done? I can't stop myself. I'll do 1 more and then I'll just pop through. Yeah, so they're a really good gift idea. And they're excellent for trying to reduce your waste, trying to take off your makeup, if you're a makeup user. Yeah, so you don't have to use any funny face things. You can just use your natural cotton. And now my cotton is stuck in my chair. That's super embarrassing. Oh. I just broke it. Life's too short. So that's a little bit of crochet that I was doing. Yeah, while my brother and sister are over. Right, what shall I talk about now? I'm gonna have a little cup of coffee to think about it. Oh my god, it's so delicious. I have one more project to talk about, and James will be super annoyed that I left it till last. It is the Epic Along. Can't believe I almost forgot it. I'm just going to put in a few little clips of the past week. Project update. Project Epic Along. Project finally clothe this man. Look, he has no woolly jumpers, hand knit by his girlfriend. It's very sad, which everybody is commenting on and making me feel really guilty. Do you feel better about this, James?
Yes. It's progress.
But look how much I've done. This was on the VKN last night. I did like 6 rows. And it's corrugated ribbing, and I'm nearly at the end. What I need to do, so what happens is, you've got this really cute faded rib thing. So I think I'm just changing colour now. Am I? Yeah, I'm just about to change colour to do these final 3 rows of artichoke, and then I'm on to the pattern. And then I know it'll fly. So I'm nearly there. Look, I've got this much to do. Go wear it tomorrow, as James says. Wear it to work, sure.
It's basically done already.
I mean, I've knit a belt. I could technically, or maybe you could wear it like as a sash. Sash. Yeah. Anyway, that's where we are.
Here, right. So I'm in my car. Just finished work. I was with Grace and her family this morning. Drove out to her parents' house. Guess what I found in the car? Right, you watching? You ready? Knitting. Grace is knitting. She forgot her knitting. Do you ever remember a time when Grace ever forgot her knitting? But when it comes to my jumper... Now, see what she has to say for herself. Beans is gaff. Just tagging all over the place. Hi.
I'm just cleaning out the poop.
Are you forgetting something? Did you forget something, Grace? Grace, you missing something?
I was looking for it everywhere. I can't believe it. Where did I leave it?
In the car.
I actually was looking for it everywhere. I was about to change needle size and I didn't have them with me, so I put it in the car, and then you took the car and I stayed to say goodbye to my brother, who I'm not going to see for like 6 months.
Fine. Grace has just left for a knit night without my jumper again. She's literally going to knit all night and didn't bring my jumper. What do you think, Mr. Beans?
I didn't forget to do it, to bring it to knit night. I needed to find the right needle size, and I didn't have time to find it at that stage, so that's why I left it at home. You can't just knit with the wrong needle size, James. You have to get it right, okay? It hasn't changed since the last time you saw it. Oh no, I have finished the ribs. So this is now the finished ribbing. So, for anyone who's wondering, this is the Nahani sweater, the Nahani River vest. I bought this at Edinburgh Yarn Festival 2017. It is James's Father Dougal vest. If anyone needs to know that, look up Father Dougal, Father Ted, Channel 4 series from the 1990s. It's intensely amazing and as real a documentary of Ireland as you will ever find. Yeah, so this is his Father Dougal vest, and so on the Edinburgh Yarn, or on the International VKN on Tuesday, who popped up? Only Nathan, the sock magician, right? We had such a good chat. So Nathan is also doing this. He's there. I'm here. So that's not too bad. He's been knitting it for 2 years though. So I don't feel too bad at all, even though James makes me feel bad all the flipping time. And so do you guys. Okay? He can knit his own sweater. Why does the girl have to knit the boy the sweater anyway? Feminism! Anyway, whatever. This is the start of the rib. I quite like it. Beans. Oh. He's not anywhere near. I blamed Beans and he wasn't even there. So yeah. This is 300 stitches around. I'm knitting the smallest size. And I think I might be okay. It says to go up a needle size. I'm worried about that because everyone's finding it super difficult to get gauged. Nathan was saying that his sweater, he's gone right down to like 2.5 or 2.75 needles. And I was like, there is no way that I am knitting a sweater on 2.5 needles, on a sock needle. I'm sorry. But no. So these are the 3.75s. Which is hopefully means it's going to go faster than if I was going to knit it on a 2.4. So yeah, I think I need to take this off the needles and just check it around his waist again. But I honestly think that I will never do corrugated ribbing. I will obviously, because I need to do it for the vest and for the sleeves. But I think once the color work starts going, it's going to be really nice. It's going to be really interesting. And I will not be purling anymore. Thanks be to the Lord. So yeah, and that's my backside. Check out my backside. Yes, so there it is, James. It's like a little cowl. It's a belt, pretty much, at this stage. I mean, it's something. Now, my loves. Okay, I'm going to talk about 2 very special people who did some sample knitting for me. Oh my god. Let me show you this. So I sent away some of my yarn to be knit up into samples. So this was from Michelle. Oh my god, isn't it so awesome? Oh my god. It is beautiful. Michelle, thank you so much. This is button mouth. Oh, I just got to getting a parcel. Ooh. This is from Robert. I was wondering why it was so hard, but he's like, he's vacuum packed it. It's so cute. I need scissors. Live opening right here. I'm so excited. So this is another sample knitter. Everything's coming back. It's so fun. Oh, sorry. But, oh, actually, I love this. Can I just wear this? We watched Wonder Woman last night as well. Oh, I love it so much. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, sorry. Actually, I really should concentrate. Okay, sorry. I just got so excited. So the colors in this, these are done on my merino sock base. This is terracotta. And my wow fluorescent yellow called Ray. And it is this bright. Bright! Oh, so awesome. I really quite like the... I was, of course, aiming for like a red, but I actually really like this kind of terracotta. Kind of tones down the yellow a little bit, or maybe it accentuates it. I don't even know. I'm going to wear it like this. Are you ready? So Robert knit for me, he knit a shawl and some socks. Ah, Robert! Ooh. 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 Lovely. Now, so he, oh, this is handy. Thank you, Robert. So out of my Ivy colorway, he knit the, ooh, I think it's the Butterfly Friendship Shawl. 1 second. Might need to shake it out a little bit. This is the butterfly friendship shawl. I just need to block it again, I think. Oh my gosh. So this is the design by Anna Freyberg, another wonderful friend of mine who I met at Edinburgh Yarn Festival. Cute! And the bottom, what's the bottom? I think it's mist. Yeah, it's my cotton socks in mist. It's kind of my light green. And yeah, I'll show you the back side. I just need to block it again because it's got some of these creases and it's not so fluffy anymore. It's been shucked, the air's been shucked out of it. And a beautiful I-cord bind off. Oh, that's pretty. That's so pretty, Robert. Thank you. Ooh, and that was all that was left. Oh, very, very narrow, narrow margin. And a beautiful pair of socks. Socks. I'll just fluff them up. Super fluff them. So this is a pair of socks out of my blush colorway and in my cotton sock space. Thank you, Robert. You're so kind. You did a lovely fish lips partridge heel flap and gusset. But yeah. Whew, flat as a pancake. And he knit 2 of them for me. And there was this much left, so that's great. Excellent. Thank you so much, Robert. What is this? Oh, just a little note. Yeah, perfect. Amazing. Oh, that was handy. I've got another parcel waiting for me. I don't know where it is, but oh, let me just figure this out. I love this so much. Anyway, I've got one more, and this was knit for me by Kirsty of the Little Bee Kirsty Instagram, and she's also got Granite Creations, which is the old Gaelic name for Greenock, which is where she's from. So it's Greenock. Kind of, you just put an English accent on it and you've got Greenock. So. So this is the Pure Joy shawl out of my Aurora colorway and a navy, my navy. And she's popped these points on it. I love the way she's done that. It is such a huge shawl. So this is just 200 grams of my merino sock as well. Thank you! So all of these are going to be in my booted woolen, and gosh, everything's getting so real for woolen. Ooh, beans. Beans. Shh, shh, shh. Come here. Just say hello. Just say hello. Say hello to the peoples. Did you hear that big sigh? You love it. He loves it. Beans. Beans. Say hello to your adoring fans. Hi, guys. I guess. Oh. Yes, he's so cute. He's so cute. Now, how many shawls can one girl wear at one time? I love these points. Points! Now, so, should I just wear this forever? Oh God, oh God, oh God. Beans. Beans. You were so calm 10 seconds ago. Now you have gone mad. No. Go. Please don't eat anything expensive. So I want to talk about one more thing. One more thing. And this is, so all these people had little bits of swag. My swag never arrived. It didn't arrive on time. I had requested it to be delivered before the 10th of March. And when was it delivered? On the 14th of March. I was like, no, that's not right, is it? No, that's not right. So I even paid extra to have it delivered early, but I think the snow fudged everything up. But it was a service I didn't achieve, so They are beautiful though. I received my pins finally, and I'm going to show you them. I'm so proud of them. I don't know if they're going to show up on this at all, but I think I might switch the camera so you can see, because it'll focus properly. So these are the pins. They're so cute. So it's black on a white background, metallic with a black kind of a really sticky pin, actually sticky pin. So this is I actually prefer these because the yarn doesn't get snagged. You know, there's no sharp bits to snag if you're going to be putting it on the inside of your project bag. Personally, anyway, I quite like that. But it's so cute. So I drew out the design and then I sent it away to the company. Look at my lovely nail varnish. Isn't that swanky? Not. I need to get rid of it anyway. I'm working tomorrow. So yeah, it's my little Babbles Yarns logo. It is now available in the shop. It is available on Etsy, and the link is down in the doobly-doos. It's so cute. Now it will be available at my retreat in April. Everyone who's coming to the retreat is going to get one for free, and it will also be available at Woolen at my booth, which I'm super scared and excited about. It's cute, right? Actually, that worked quite well. It showed up really nicely on that. So it's super exciting. And everyone that orders one at the moment is also getting some stickers, because I love stickers. So I had Siobhan here yesterday, my sister Siobhan here yesterday. She was cutting out all the stickers, getting them all ready to package up. And I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has bought a pin. I really, really appreciate it. I wish I had them with me to give out. That's the only thing. But, you know, I can't post them to everybody that I would have met there. So I really do appreciate those who were there that also bought the pin online. So they all shipped out yesterday, and I'm going to ship out another few today. Right, I think that's me done. I 100% have forgotten a lot of things, but I hope that was interesting for you guys. And to all those new viewers who've joined me from the Edinburgh vlogs, from finding me on YouTube, thank you so much. I really do appreciate when people comment, when people like ask questions or anything. No, like I love answering questions either down below in the video comments section, or on my Ravelry group on my Ask Me Anything thread. There are a few questions that I am getting around to once I get over the Edinburgh craziness. Which this is the last one now. This is the last Edinburgh relevant podcast. I promise. It was quite intense actually, editing and uploading everything while I was there, but I really wanted to kind of get it as real time as I could, because I knew that lots of people did want to see what was going on and see what was available, because I wasn't there on the Saturdays, so the stuff that was going up on the Thursday and Friday was kind of helping some people who were arriving on the Saturday, so that was quite nice, I thought. Oh guys, I've started dyeing for woolen. It's in that big box. It's in that big box behind you. Do you want to? I've got 2 boxes. They're full of yarn for woolen. I need to get some more boxes. Okay, I really am going now. Bye!